You know why women are in so much trouble most of the time is because they listen to men. Now, the intentions of those men may not be bad, but the results that it will yield to you is usually problematic. I know that this person may not necessarily be a bad man. You cannot take advice from him. That's why I always emphasize the realities of men is very different from your own realities. So expecting protection or advice from them will just have your life ruined in no time. Now, you say you don't disagree with the problem that I'm stating, but the solution that I'm providing is what you disagree with, because I said a woman should assume that all men are terrible until proven otherwise, of which that is what we save a woman, because whether you like it or not, men have power and they have privileges in the society. So assuming that every man is going to be a good man to you until he has done something bad to you is just going to be dangerous for you as a woman. It's like driving a car and assuming that every part of that car is working well, even when you know that that car has not been serviced. You don't know if the car has been serviced or not. Yeah. So there's this day that we were entering keke napep, tricycle, whatever. The keke man does not have good brakes. So what he did is, when we said drop us, he was like, why? We said this tricycle obviously does not have brake. This guy said, is it that we had accident? Why did we want to? We see say in don't go get accident. Why do we want to come down? So this logic that you're saying is the same thing as that of that keke driver. It's like expecting me to have accident first before you will expect me to question whether the brakes of that keke is good or not. It does not make sense. Yeah, that's why I say women's realities and that of men is very, very different. We do not have the same experiences. Whatever a man loses on account of life, the highest a man can lose in a relationship is money. Yeah, a woman can lose so much more than money. If a woman marries a bad person, the effect of marrying that bad person is usually very grave. The consequences are grave. She can lose her life if she's not careful. That money, she will even lose the ability to even make that money, not just losing the money. She will lose respect in the society. She can lose herself while being responsible for children and her life. Now, it's like she's responsible for children without finances and without the ability to make money. Hence, a lot of women fall to poverty margin, especially women who have had kids and have come out of marriage with children. Yeah. The other logic that you gave as an example is, should all Americans see all Nigerians as fraudsters until the Nigerian proves otherwise? Yes. And is that how, look at it, see how Americans protect themselves. Once they see you with this Nigerian passport, once they see you with it, they instantly become cautious of you until proven otherwise. That is how they are able to protect their country, and that is how women should protect themselves. Until a man proves otherwise, consider them a danger. If something is a cliche with people, you don't have to use your life to test whether or not that thing is, the cliche they say about them is true or not. You don't have to use your life to prove that it is not all of them. No, because the consequences of proving that it is not all of them can be grave to you. A lot of women have lost their sanity, they've lost themselves, they've lost their lives because of these assumptions. Women do not have the luxury of assuming that every man is good until proven otherwise. No, a man can do that, because at the end of the day, what will you lose in the hands of a woman? The highest is going to be money. If it is only money that women lose on an event of a wrong marriage, that would be better. Dear women, even the men who are considered good men, when you're taking advice from them, understand that their realities are not the same as yours. So they cannot see life through the same lens. And listen, even Ghana here, if you're entering Ghana with a Nigerian passport, the way they will check you in the airport, the way they will check you, let alone going to America with a Nigerian passport. Anybody who has traveled to any country in the world with a Nigerian passport will tell you what they've been through. And that is their way of protecting themselves. So in as much as that is bad, we cannot blame them. Rather, we will blame either our people, or we blame our government for even making us to get to that point, or we blame ourselves and our citizens and how they behave outside of this country. Yeah. So it is the same logic. You can't blame women for trying to be careful and protecting their space and their energy. The only person you will blame is the men who are harming these women, or you blame the society for raising men to behave that way. You cannot blame a woman for protecting her space, and you cannot say my advice is problematic. No, it's not. I know that in your mind you will think as if it is coming from a misandrist point of view, but I think I have videos that I made about misandry. Yeah. If these things are not real to women, you will not see a lot of women's experiences even within the comment section there. And the sad part of this thing is that women who are still single do not necessarily pay attention to pages like this. Yeah, they are on the pages of people who try to romanticize the idea of being in love with a man. It is a beautiful idea, but until you get it right, then you can romanticize. But before you get it right, you have no business romanticizing love until you have gotten it right. And look at it, any Nigerian outside Nigeria that does beautiful, that does exploits, they celebrate the person a lot. Do you understand? They celebrate the person. They'll be like, Nigerians are very smart. Nigerians are this person has stood out and proven that Nigeria can actually bring out good people. Why do they celebrate? It's the same way women celebrate a man who, as much as does the bare minimum, they celebrate the person. Why? Because it is rare to find a man that actually behaves like that. So it is the same thing.